Hello, Sea Lion fans, and welcome back to Cross Exam. Starting a new set for the second semester, and joining us today, we have Assistant Director of Public Safety, Glen Laster, who's also an adjunct professor in the Criminal Justice Department, and joining him is sophomore women's basketball player, Brei Rodriguez. Glen, take it away.
Thank you, Danny. Hi, Brei. How are you this morning? Oh,
good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm excited to interview you this morning. I know you work for me in the public safety department, but there's certain things I just don't know about you, and I'm excited to find out what those are, okay?
Sounds good.
Good. I know that you're from Utah, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm from there. Grown up my whole life. I moved, the only place I moved was down the street, so in the same spot my whole life.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with some of these questions that I have, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So what is your favorite memory of the Point Loma campus?
Definitely the moment I walked onto the women's basketball team. What happened is I practiced with them for about a week before it was kind of like my tryout. And after that week, I was going to be told whether or not I had made the team. And so the week ended, and I was so nervous because I knew my time was up, and I didn't know if they were going to keep me or if they were going to send me home, kind of thing.
Right.
And my coach, my assistant coach, Jesse Clark, he, before practice, came up to me with a practice jersey in his arms, and he just handed them to me and said, "Welcome." And I was so excited.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite memories for sure.
Wow.
I freaked out, called my mom after, all that good stuff. So
I'm glad you're on the team. I had a chance to come and watch you play, and you're pretty good. You know, I know we had talked about playing one-on-one basketball.
Yes, we still need to do that.
But I don't think I can handle you yet. So I'm just you just got to give me a little room so I can shoot. I can shoot outside.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I've heard from Sydney you're good, so I don't know.
So the next question I have is, what was your journey to get to Point Loma as a student athlete? So the journey that you became on before you got here. How did you know that this was a place?
Yeah, for sure. So when I was a senior, I decided that I really wanted to play college basketball, which I know is kind of late. And so before then, I had never made a highlight tape or anything. So I know my options were pretty limited, and that I was probably going to have to walk on somewhere. So I looked into a bunch of D2 schools because I don't think I'm good enough to play D1. But yeah, I was looking into some D2 schools with good business programs that were on the West Coast because I also knew I wanted to leave home and just be out on my own. So one of the schools that came up was Point Loma, and I applied, got accepted, and so I decided to do a tour of the school and the campus. So I came down with my mom about March, and we toured the campus, and instantly I just got a feeling of peace as soon as I walked on the campus.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, I was just so excited to be there, and I'd been praying a ton the week up to it. And so as soon as I got on campus, I just felt the answer to the prayer that I needed. And I knew I needed to be there no matter what. So we even toured some schools after the fact, but they didn't come close. And so I committed later that month and just talked to the coach, reached out to the coach, and she let me know again that I would have to try out and have that week period before. And so, yeah, just came here, and then, the rest of the story.
It's history, right? It's a God thing. So
yeah,
that's why I hear from a lot of students that apply here at Point Loma, that the Lord they get here and they feel the peace of God around, and they want to be a part of this amazing community.
No, exactly. And I joke sometimes and say it was the ocean, but it was definitely way more than that.
Yes, it is way more. Let me see. How did you decide your major?
So that's actually kind of funny. I had no idea what I wanted to major in coming out of high school. So my brain thought I'm gonna pick something generic that kind of applies to all backgrounds. And I was like, business is perfect because it goes in everything you use. And I did know in the future I wanted to become an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I just thought that would be perfect. And luckily we have a major that has entrepreneurship as kind of a segue into business. And so I majored in that. And as soon as I got here, I was kind of testing out the waters. But as soon as I got here and met our business professors, I fell in love with the program. And so now I know for sure that that's the major I needed to be in. And I think it was just another blessing in disguise that I completely just guessed it at. The Lord works in mysterious ways. So
He does. He does. One of the things, and so your major is business, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. So let's talk about where you work here at the public safety for a moment. Just curious. I know somebody recommended you for the job, right? I think it was that somebody here. I won't say their name, but tell me, what is your favorite part about working for public safety?
Definitely the community. I love the rest of our officers and how we take care of each other.
Okay.
I also just love, especially right now during COVID, I feel like some of the public safety officers have become some of my best friends because we're some of the only people on campus. And it's been a really good outlet for me just to have people I can work with and hang out with too. Like, they're not just my friends while I'm working, they're friends outside of work, and I know they have my back always. So super fun. And yeah, that's probably my favorite part for sure, is the community.
Okay, good. Now, be honest, what is the part that you just don't like? Is it the building checks? Tell me, let us know. What is your favorite that you least?
This is gonna sound so weird, but I hate North and South Campus building checks because of the spiders. Because there's so many like webs and stuff when you walk back there to get to the gates.
Right.
And so I get so scared. I like wear gloves. So when I touch the gate, if something happens, I don't get bit. But yeah, so that's my least favorite part.
So for those that don't know what building checks are, tell them what building checks are, so they'll have an idea of what you do. And this is in the middle of the night, am I right? You're working?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do building checks throughout the day, usually every shift. And so if you work an overnight shift, you have to do building checks at night. And that's when all the fog and stuff is out, the raccoons are running around, so it's a little scary.
Right.
And you have to check every door and every fence on campus just to make sure it's secure, make sure it's safe for all the students here, and that nobody's getting in and out of where they aren't supposed to be. So we have to do those building checks, and that's why I get so scared to do the North and South Campus ones, because there's some gates in the back, and there's some spiders, and it's a good place for a scary movie.
Yes. So I heard about, you weren't the only one who told me about this. One of the other officers was telling me also that you're really afraid of spiders. So that was funny. That was really funny. Let me see. I do have a couple more questions for you. At this point, what accomplishments in college gives you the most pride?
I would definitely say walking on. That gives me a lot of pride just because I was scared to do it, and then I followed through with it and didn't give up. Academics wise, making Dean's List every semester so far. So that gives me a lot of pride too, just especially with COVID right now. I know for the other students who are on that list, it took a lot of hard work. So that makes me proud to be on there with them. And yeah, I don't know. Those are probably my biggest ones. Wow. I'm still a sophomore, so haven't done a lot yet. But when I graduate, hopefully that'll be the biggest one.
Well, I'm just so appreciated you for being part of public safety. You make my job so much easier because I don't have to worry about the buildings not being locked. I don't have to worry about the spiders. I know where all the spiders are kept now. So I don't have to, I can tell people don't go in those locations. But yeah, it's been great having you working for public safety and watching you on the basketball court too. You're an amazing basketball player too. So can't wait to play one-on-one with you. Give me some slack, when we play, like I said. At this point, did you want to ask me any questions?
What was your first impression of me at our interview for public safety?
Ooh, what was my first impression of you?
Yeah.
Here was a person that just loves to smile. I always see you smile. I don't think you ever had a bad day.
That's not true.
I met you. I know, but I've never. You're always smiling when I see you. You're always happy. So I just thought, I want to know if it was real or not. But you are so real, because you were just excited. When we had the interview, you were enthusiastic. You loved the community. I remember talking to you about the community and about the job that you will be doing. You were just so enthusiastic about it, about being a part of public safety. So, and you came in and I was right. You came in and you embraced everyone. You embraced the job, and you didn't mind working those 1 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should see if I'm smiling during those overnight shifts.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna be asleep, but I believe you. I believe you. But it was you're probably one of the best hires I've had, and I know this is gonna go live to everybody, but you're up there. So I was really confident you'll do a good job. And I think you've been working about 4 months now, right? About 4 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're a quick learner too, so.
Well, thank you, Glenn.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Well, I'm going to turn it over to Danny again. I just want to say I learned more about you, and I want you to stay here working for public safety all 2 more years. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Glenn.